one time I agree to early morning RC activities, it is daylight savings. I'm not a morning person. So it's going to be another Sunday packed with RC. We're starting the morning with some boating, joining the Sac Yacht Club, not a member, for their most recent fascination with RC boats. I've got the ProBoat Impulse with me and the Inkfish, the UDI Inkfish, which is the little brushless jet ski. So take those two out. Also, Steve from the office, he picked up one of the Oxidine Marine carbon Kevlar style race boats. So we're gonna take that out. And in typical yacht club fashion, they're catering breakfast burritos and coffee. Hopefully today I can keep my boat right side up. Last time I was here, I had a little bit more difficulties. And I believe that one of the guys got the tugboat with the little pusher. So should make recovery easier than it was last time.
Dude, how fast is that? Did you juice it up?
I did not yet.
Yeah, appreciate the water rooster on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on the way. Maybe they'll get them out.
Ricky?
Pushing it the wrong way.
Maiden of the Oxidine. Be careful.
What could possibly go wrong?
I saw that. He's sinking.
So you said last week only one person hit the wall. I've seen three.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, did you see that?
I said, that doesn't sound good.
No, it like cavitated bad.
Well, it isn't impellers.
Oh! Oh!
That was a turtle. That's gotta be it. It could have been. Dang, I'm fine.
You didn't mean to.
Down to half.
I feel like
Yeah.
I didn't even hit. I don't even remember that. It was fake. Was it fake? That broke? I was.
Of course not on film, but I was going around the pylons properly and Jim out of nowhere, blame it fully on him. Ripper Machinist on Instagram, you can go harass him for it. I stand by it. She's safe and wasn't even that wet inside, so no big deal. Oh, where'd it go? I went to the gym.
I hit Jim.
So we had a great morning of boating. Things went well. A couple scars to be added to the boat, but to be expected with the group of hoonigans that we were riding with. So now I'm gonna grab some coffee first, and then I'm gonna go hit like kind of one of the new construction areas. I'm gonna go take out the Relarlo Terminators. I got both of the versions that they sell. Well, they sell three. They sell a basic brushless, a carbon fiber brushless, and then a roller. I've got both versions of the ready to runs. The basic version, like I said, still brushless. It's a smaller brushless motor, smaller ESC, but still looks very nice. The higher end one has got a bigger brushless motor, bigger ESC. It's got carbon fiber inserts on the arm, carbon fiber backbone on the chassis, and overall just looks really good. So we're gonna take out both of those, compare them against each other, do a little bashing before we head home and get some work done on crawling stuff. This is the basic one, you'd call it. You can see the motor here, diameter. This is smaller than a 540. Then you come over here, and this one is 540 size. So both have fans on the motor and ESC. You can see that the ESC is clearly a different style. But I'm gonna run the basic one first. It comes with this greenish body and this radio. Then we'll switch over to the carbon one that comes with an all black body and a little fancier radio. I gotta watch out for all the puddles, but man, even this basic one rips. All right, let's see what the big dog version is meant to do. So stupid. Very sharp rocks. I found a channelizer to use as a rescue device. Don't be like Josh. Josh is an idiot. We're gonna put these in rice. These are not supposed to be waterproof. I'm almost positive. But hey, it drove over here. Somehow I had to get wet driving monster trucks and not driving boats. All right, now home to work on crawler things. Worked on a quick interior for the Ascent. We did the cage during the initial video, but wanted to get an interior to drop in there since, you know, it doesn't have one. So got that done, and I just sent it to the Bamboo. So it's about to do its thing. Be done in an hour and 12 minutes. Got the interior base printed for that, and it worked out perfect. Everything aligns just as it should. It fits the contours of the inside of the body just right, matching the scan. And yeah, so I've got the seat separate, and so I still have to 3D print that, but I wanted to get the base done first. So that we can set aside for now, and I'm gonna go on to working on this. This is the buggy I built on Friday Night Live. This is a Thai Pro Customs chassis, and it basically takes a VS410 Phoenix as a donor. So I've got new shocks to put on this. These were shocks that I stole off of another car. So I'm gonna build up a set of shocks for this, start kind of playing around with a few other things. I've got the panels setting on here again. I wanna start working on a new hood It comes with this 3D printed hood. It's a resin printed hood, as you can see there. So it's while the finish is okay, resin's pretty fine. I don't have much faith that this will survive much of a hard hit. So I'm going to, you know, start working on a new hood design. The interior is also all resin printed. It's all just setting in there now. I've disassembled and I'm in the process of reassembling. So the interior, most of that I'll probably leave, as that's not exactly going to take the abuse that a hood will. But I'm going to get the shocks done first. And then I also got some transmission and axle parts that I may throw on this while I'm at it. All right, we got the shocks built. We got the hard anno bodies, the black aluminum spring adjusters, black aluminum caps, tie-nye shafts, and machine pistons inside. These are the S80 90 mils. We're gonna get them swapped out with these other 90 mils that I had in there on the Ty Pro chassis. Now I'll have a full video on this hopefully this week, just to kind of go over more of the details on what we've got going on. But I'm gonna get the shocks swapped on there. I'm gonna try and get that done. So I got about 45 minutes until Gunner gets here, when we're gonna go run the COE. We're gonna go try and get some shots of it laying frame and throwing sparks, but I think we're gonna go to dinner first. This done, go to dinner, shoot the Red Cat, come back, and I printed the last of my templates for the other titanium cage that we've been working on. So I'm gonna get this, you know, so then we'll go out to the garage and do some welding.
To Julia's house, maybe I'll slash her up, make some pleasure with business. Business and pleasure. We're taking advantage of Julia.
Something's fucked. I got something else going on. Yeah, back her up against the curb. I think that my issue is maybe...
Why can I... Oh, there we go. Finally grabbed. I shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, it completely blew that ring of pinion, didn't it?
Shouldn't be able to do that.
Ah, well, that was short-lived. Ah, just destroyed it. Oh, yeah. There's nothing.
Yeah. It's bad. That's all bad.
Oh.
All bad.
Hear all that shit it flex.
Well, that's low ride or anything.
Well, we didn't even get a run.
Yeah. Well, we did. We just didn't film it.
Well, that royally sucks. So got the Red Cat on the bench, since we didn't get a chance to actually run it tonight, other than just like one test up the street before that rear axle exploded on us. So I'm gonna tear that ring, or take that cover off at least, and just try and see what it looks like in there, and try and determine what I can, you know, either replace it with or upgrade to. All right, let's see the verdict here. Well, the ring gear looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. Got to be the pinion. Let's pull these axle shafts and see if we can get this thing out. Ring gear looks to be good, other than some debris that's stuck in the teeth, but that pinion is cooked. We've converted it to like a, I don't know, called a 4.5, maybe a 5-tooth pinion in there. So that ain't gonna do. Get out into the garage and start finishing up some of this welding and fixturing on this cage. Had the two sides already put into the fixtures, so at this point it just needed to do all the cross bracing, which is really mainly the easiest pieces. There's only one piece that required any bending, and that's the front bottom of the A-pillar bar. There's two bends in it. This chassis is being modeled after one from a company over in the UK called the Off-Road Armory, and this is their Assassin chassis. And it's got kind of an interesting windshield bar setup, and part of why I kind of like the look of it. So this is this one goes in the bottom there, and it's a little bit odd compared to most chassis, but this was the only one I needed to bend. And other than that, it was just getting all of the pieces cut to length and put into the fixture. Here we've got all the pieces in there, zip tied into place and ready to be welded up. This is going pretty smoothly at this point, so I've just been taking my time on this chassis, working on it for an hour or two here or there.
Actual time in the garage to fabricate this whole thing has probably been like 5 or 6 hours maybe at this point, but there's still a lot of work left to do. Of course, you got all of the panel inserts that'll have to go in, and the skid plate mounting, shock mounting, all of those parts, which is going to take a considerable amount of time, but it's always a fun task once it's done. I'm looking forward to this, but this has been a lot of work already. Titanium was a choice that maybe I shouldn't have just dove right into again for a full chassis, but so far so good, and it's a cool factor, so that's why we do it. But now I'm just getting it tacked up into place with all those cross braces before I get into the process of disassembling the fixture. I did pay special attention while I was designing this to make sure that I could deconstruct the fixture inside the chassis without completely destroying it. Even though if I only plan to use the fixture one time, I'd still like to be able to pull it out of the chassis and have the best chance of reuse, because I did tell Matt that I was going to build him one of these for some reason. So his will be steel, of course, which will make things go faster. That did it for all the welding. At that point, it was just time to disassemble everything. So pull the individual pieces of the fixture apart, including the little separators that hold the two sides apart. Once those are pulled out, you can kind of just collapse the two sides of the fixture, drop it all out.